Welcome. Happy Lonely Friday, everybody. We are back. We are live. Welcome to Sam Roberts Now. Hope everybody's doing great out there. Sorry we missed you last Friday. Back live and fresh from WrestleMania weekend in Dallas, Texas. And guess who else is back live and fresh from WrestleMania weekend in Dallas, Texas? Everybody's favorite lonely companion, ladies and gentlemen. Hot Dog is here. There he is. Look at him.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Thanks for the introduction, Sam, you son of a bitch.
Okay, that's such a good impression of, is that the little guy from Fantasy Island that you're doing?
Oh, yeah, you got it, Austin. You what?
Did you just say you got it, Austin?
I did. What?
You're Austin. That's not how you would do that. Welcome.
You got it, Stone Cold.
Okay. All right. Again, why would Stone Cold call me Stone Cold? You know? That'd be like being like, hey, what's going on, Sam? And you'd go, why are you calling me your name, Sam? I go, that's actually a great question, Hot Dog. I'm not sure. Welcome back. I hope you also had a great time at WrestleMania. I know I did, but I'm even more excited to be back here to tell you the truth, because I'll tell you what, when you're in the biggest stadium in the world, the house that Jerry built, Dallas, Texas, 80,000 people, 75,000 people, whatever it was, 2 nights in a row, it's anything but lonely. And I missed being lonely, so here we are. And I'll tell you this, a lot of people can relate. You don't have to be a wrestling fan to understand how important WrestleMania is. I was so excited about WrestleMania that I got up in the middle of the ring and I slapped ring announcer Mike Rome in the face, and I can't come back until WrestleMania 48. I have been banned for 10 years.
Man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I got ahead of myself. He said my wife had alopecia. She doesn't, but still, just the thought of it was so outlandishly offensive that I had no other option. And
at least they let you sit down for the rest of the show.
Are you kidding me? They made me the WWE champion at the end of the show. It was great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Then they realized later, yes, of course, last time we spoke, we were doing an entire analysis, an entire breakdown of the single greatest slap to the face that has ever happened in the human existence. I'm talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock in the face as Chris Rock presented Best Documentary Award. That's going to be, somebody is going to remember our conversation here, because they'll be, for the rest of time, every time you go to trivia night at your local bar, they're going to go, what award was it? Best Documentary was the award. It's going to be the #1 trivia question.
Remember that,
forward.
folks.
Yes. Remember it, because your team will get free pints on me. So, Will Smith goes up there and smacks him in the face, and the Academy had to spend, what's it been, Hot Dog? Will it be 2 weeks on Sunday?
2 weeks feels like an eternity.
It really
like a
does.
couple
Well,
years.
One generation had the assassination of JFK. One generation had 9/11, and this generation has when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Yeah.
It was, the world stood still, and I think that's why. It doesn't even have a frame of time, really. It's like it was either 2 weeks ago, 2 days ago, or 20 years ago. It just exists in a vacuum all by itself. Still, by the way, not old to me yet. Still exciting. Still fun that it even happened and exists.
Yeah, from now on, we live in pre-Oscars, post-Oscars.
Yes. Are you... I became the person that I am in the post Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in the face at the Oscars world that we live in now, you know? I remember a time when you could bring a fingernail clipper on the airplane. I remember a time where there was a potential that you could slap the presenter of the Best Documentary Award without looking at a 10-year ban from the Oscars. This is what Will Smith is looking at. Will Smith tried to get in front of it. Earlier this week or end of last week, whenever it was, Will Smith tried to get in front of it. He says, before you can fire me, I quit. I am going to go ahead and remove myself from the Academy. I guess Will Smith was a member of the Motion Picture Academy that puts on the Oscars. Yeah, it's a thing. That's who gives the awards. Did you know? I thought it was just Hollywood. But yes, there's an actual Academy of Motion Pictures, and they're the ones that give themselves the statues. And yeah, so somehow the Academy that Will Smith is a part of decided that Will Smith was the best actor of the year. I don't know how that all works. It seems like, I don't know. But I guess Will Smith is not the type that's like, well, any club that would have me as a member is not a club I want to be a part of. Will Smith would like to be a part of a club that gives him awards. So Will Smith is, he stepped down from the Academy. He said, don't worry about it. I know I slapped Chris Rock right across his gums. And I'm glad I did. I didn't apologize to him yet. But, actually, I think he did apologize to him on Instagram, but not at the Oscars. But he said, I'm going to step down from the Academy. And the Academy is like, well, we're still meeting. And then they released this statement. They said that the 94th Oscars, I wish, by the way, that Will Smith had held this slap for 6 years. Because how beautiful would it have been?
Great.
At the Oscars centennial celebration, if Will Smith is just beating presenters up. He's not going to be there.
For beers and just
smashing them. Yeah, you're all stone colded out since Dallas, aren't you?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I think you're right, Hot Dog. And now that is a bummer for Will. He's not going to be able to go to the 100th award show.
Yeah.
He's going to miss that.
Sucks.
He's going to miss it. I wonder if they'll, I mean, look, at Oscars 100, they're going to have to play a montage of all the best moments at the Oscar Awards, right? Like,
yeah,
that's what you do at the 100th
accepting,
show.
The best actors at the very least.
Name me one Oscars moment more memorable than the time when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock across his face.
One.
Ooh,
remember that time when they said they announced that movie and then it was the wrong movie and then they oh my god, that was so crazy, wasn't it? No.
I mean, it was crazy at the time, but in context, it's really not that crazy at all. You know, there's way crazier things that have happened at the Oscars, like the time Will Smith slapped Chris Rock across the face. Yeah. Hey, how about, remember Sally Fields? You like me. You really like me. Oh, yeah. Hey, what about when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock across the face? Yeah. They won't even be able to highlight that. I think they're going to try to bury it. They said the 94th Oscar.
And it's actually a good highlight reel. Like, you would want to use some, because a lot of people talking, that makes for a boring montage. You kind of need some action spiced in there.
100% right. There's not a lot of action sequences at the Oscars.
No.
People will sit down and watch that. If they go, at some point, we will be honoring one of the greatest moments in the history of the Oscars, I would tune in. I would like to see how it would be honored. Maybe they'll do in memoriam when Will Smith used to be allowed at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Will Smith's Oscars ticket is dead.
Can they use the photo of him slapping Chris Rock?
I think so. I think, yeah, because that's what killed it. That's the actual, we have the murder on tape. It happened here at the Oscars. The 94th Oscars were meant to be a celebration of the many individuals in our community who did incredible work this past year. However, those moments were overshadowed by the unacceptable and harmful behavior we saw Mr. Smith exhibit on stage. A lot of times that word harmful is thrown around, you know what I mean? When it's just like an insult. They go, that was very harmful behavior. You're like, I mean, I guess mentally harmful in a sense, but this one, it's like, no, like literally. Chris Rock's cheek turned pink. It was harmful. He hit him. During our telecast, we did not adequately address the situation in the room. For this, we are sorry. There was an opportunity for us to set an example for our guests, viewers, and our Academy family around the world. We fell short, unprepared for the unprecedented. I have never heard of a live show not being prepared for somebody jumping on stage and attacking somebody physically. It's literally why there is security at shows. Like, have you ever been to a live show, concert, sporting event, award show, where there's not any security guards by the stage? They're always there.
That's to have been one or two sprinkled in there.
100%. You know why those security guards are there? Even though it would be unprecedented, in case somebody jumps up and slaps the performer across his face. Today, the Board of Governors, they have a Board of Governors. What an official academy. Yeah. You know, I was worried that after the Oscars, people would think that the Academy took themselves too seriously. But clearly, the Board of Governors isn't going to allow anything like that. Today, the Board of Governors convened a meeting to discuss how best to respond to Will Smith's actions at the Oscars, in addition to accepting his resignation. The board has decided for a period of 10 years, starting from April 8th. Oh, starting from today, not even starting from the show. Which means, because theoretically, right, if they did it from the show, which was 2 weeks ago, if the 2032 Oscars happens on a date after the 2022 Oscars, then he could go to the 10th year. But there's no way it'll happen on April 8th. It's way too late now. The fact that we're doing it from today means he's definitely not going to make it to the 10th show, which means he'll have to
another one in.
Yeah, so he's not getting back until 2033 instead of 2032.
How old is Will Smith? Let's see.
I think 50. He's probably in his early 50s.
Yeah, 53. So not until 63.
No, he'll have to be 64 then. Like, the ban will be lifted when he's 63, but the awards will be over for that year, so he'll be 64.
It's going to be a different looking Will Smith.
Like that Beatles song. Will you still need me? Can I go to the Oscars when I'm 64?
Yes.
And they're like, yeah, of course you can. Mr. Smith shall not be permitted to attend any Academy events or programs in person or virtually, including...
Virtually?
They can't do it.
You can't slap anyone virtually.
Well, I know, but they're saying that's the punishment. So if there is more COVID, that's not a loophole. That never would have come up before this year, by the way. But just in case they do another Academy Awards on Zoom, he can't go to the Zoom either.
And you know they're going to be rolling out the metaverse by then.
Oh, he can't go in the metaverse.
Oh, man.
Ah, that's fucked. His avatar's not going to be able to slap Chris Rock's avatar.
He's going to have to make another avatar and sneak into the metaverse.
That's true. Can Jada still go to the awards? Because that's horse. If Jada can still go to the awards, that's horse shit. She started the whole thing.
He's probably really upset at that.
And he can't go to any events, which means, like, if the Academy throws a party, then he can go, I can't go to the award show, but I will be going to the party. And they're like, no, it's an Academy party. You can't go. And he's like, can I go on Zoom? No, that's virtually. No, you can't.
Well, what if someone FaceTimes him? What if Willow's there? And
no, he's fucked. That's going to the thing virtually. He'll be punished even more. And Willow will then be punished.
You can't get jiggy with it at the after party either.
Hope you enjoyed that after party when he was getting jiggy with it. That's the last one for 10 years. We want to express, and who knows if he'll be able to even get jiggy with it 10 years from now. We want to express our deep gratitude to Mr. Rock. Chris or Kid?
Oh, The Rock.
Or the. Yeah, you mean the Rock, the? For maintaining his composure under extraordinary circumstances. That doesn't sound cooler. Like, you don't want to be the guy, when somebody's getting in trouble, you don't want to be the principal goes, by the way, thank you for your great behavior. That's not cool. You shouldn't have even mentioned him. We also want to thank our hosts, nominees, presenters, and winners. Basically, everybody except Will Smith. This is Will Smith's acceptance speech. When he apologized to everybody except Chris Rock, they're going, we want to thank everybody except Will Smith for their poise and grace during our telecast. This action we are taking today in response to Will Smith's behavior is a step toward a larger goal of protecting the safety of our performers and guests. Oh, my God. And restoring trust in the Academy. I haven't trusted the Academy.
Restoring trust?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't trusted the Academy since they gave Best Picture to the movie Crash.
Yeah, if someone stopped you on the street a month ago, which is really like, do you trust the Academy?
Hell no. They gave The Green Book Best Picture. That movie was fucking terrible. No, I don't trust the Academy. Spider-Man wasn't even nominated.
But, I mean, I'm sure a month ago you would have said, if someone asked you, do you trust the Academy to keep you safe?
Physically from assault?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I trust I'm not going to get assaulted at the Academy Awards. That's true. I would have said that. Today, there's no way. There's no way I can say that. Nope. As a matter of fact, not only would I say I can't confirm that I'll be safe, but I also can't confirm that they won't protect my assailant.
Right, yeah.
You know? They're going to take the side of the person who assaults me. I can almost guarantee that they will, based on prior performance.
Yeah.
we also hope that this can begin a time of healing and restoration for all involved and impacted. We were involved and impacted, Hot Dog. We did a whole show about it. Are you starting to embrace this time of healing?
It's gonna take a couple years, maybe 10. You know.
You think a decade?
Yeah, probably a decade of healing.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Man, let me tell you something, though. 10 years. At Oscars 2033, Will Smith better start trying to figure out what his tuxedo is going to look like now because he's going to have to come correct.
It's going to be a dope entrance, too.
You think he's mad at Jada? You think he's furious at Jada?
I feel like there's a lot of resentment. It has to.
I'll bet his teeth. I'll bet he's got no teeth left because he's grinding them as he sleeps at night. He's so pissed about everything. Oh, my God. I can't believe I threw away my career because I was mad because everyone knows you had sex with somebody else. Like, what did I do? You see that video going around where he's mad that Jada Pinkett Smith is filming him and putting him on her social media because he's like, I take my social media very seriously. It's my bread and butter. And then she's like, hold my beer. If you think social media is your bread and butter, wait till I ruin movies for you.
It's crazy how this all escalated from that whole weird thing they have with August and the cuckoldness and whatnot.
Cuckoldness.
And it led to a 10-year ban from the Academy. Who would have thunk?
I want to get a bumper sticker that says, dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke. That's like that's the phrase now. Whenever you ruin anything unnecessarily, dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke.
The fact that that's back into like the consciousness, like I was just walking and I saw like a bald-headed woman walking down the street and I immediately just thought G.I. Jane.
G.I. Jane. Have you ever seen that movie?
No,
nobody has.
Now just any person is just, that's G.I. Jane.
G.I. Jane, better not say it. I'm thinking it. Better not say it.
It's a slur.
I don't want to get slapped, and you don't want to ruin your career for the next decade. Now, okay, so I'm trying to think of what the move is here for Will Smith. So he can't go back to the Oscars for 10 years or any Academy event. And he's pulled himself out of the Academy, which means he ain't getting Oscar screeners anymore. So all those DVDs that you get in the mail, he's getting none of them. So that's
what about movies? Are they going to hire him for a serious role if they know he's not allowed to win an Academy Award?
Wait. This is what I'm thinking here.
Uh-huh.
This says he's not allowed to go. They're not taking away his Oscar, obviously. They don't take away anybody's Oscar for anything. This doesn't say he can't be nominated.
Well, if he's not a part of the Academy, would that not? Do you have to be a part of the Academy?
I don't think so. I think you have to be a part of the Academy to vote on the award. But I don't think you have to be part of the Academy to be nominated. If so, then every award should be Best Actor who's in the Academy. Best Actor of the Year who's in the Academy. If you have to join a club to get nominated for the Oscar, then it's not exactly an Oscar for Best Acting. It's just Best Acting of the people in our club.
Yeah.
So I don't think you have to be in the Academy. You can look that up as we're talking, Hot Dog. I don't think that you have to, and this says kick Jada out, is what people are saying here. Of course, I mean.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's fair.
She
didn't slap anyone.
Okay, well, I know whose side you are on in Bad Vegan then. Listen.
Let's see. Candidates must be sponsored by 2 Academy members from a branch to which the Academy seeks admission.
That you don't have to be in the Academy.
But they have to be sponsored. Yes, they have to be sponsored by 2 Academy members.
So an Academy member has to say, like, who should be nominated. But you don't have to be in the Academy.
Right. And additionally, Academy Award nominees are automatically considered for membership and do not require sponsors.
Yes.
Okay.
And you don't have to be at the show to accept your award, obviously.
Right. You can accept it virtually.
If I'm Will Smith, this is my move. I'm sitting here going, okay, what am I going to do here? I'm going to say for the next decade, only bangers. And I'm going to start directing. I'm going to start costume designing. I'm going to start editing. I'm going to start doing anything. And when I act, it's only in like upper echelon movies. No popcorn movies for 10 years. No I Am Legend. No I, Robots. No, none of them. Just King Richards for the next 10 years and start learning how to edit and doing all that stuff. Because I am on a hunt right now. If I'm Will Smith, I am going to get nominated for as many of those goddamn statues as I can possibly get nominated for. And when I win, inevitably, you are the one that have to say Will Smith could not be here to accept his award because he is still banned for a decade.
Here to accept the award is Chris Rock.
Oh, Chris Rock. What's the deal with alopecia? Yeah. If I'm Will Smith, and that's the Academy's fallback plan, right? They're like, okay, Will, you get yourself nominated for all these awards. We're going to get Chris Rock to accept all of them on your behalf. That would get Will to probably stop. But if I'm Will Smith, I'm going for every statue I can for the next 10 years. All of them.
Statue collector.
Because I'm trying to get nominated, okay? I'm trying to get nominated because I'm trying to get my name on that show. I am
Best
not
actor,
letting the show
best
move.
director.
Yes, all of them.
Best musical performance.
Hell yeah, and he can do that. Start writing songs, dude. Wow, wow, wow. We can wow, wow, West. All of them. All of them. Get every statue you possibly can for the next 10 years. I mean, right?
Now, I mean, come on. How hard can that be?
If you put your mind to it, anything is possible. Especially
You think you could win an Academy Award if you put your mind to it?
if I was
If you had to pause everything else in your life.
if I paused everything else in my life and had unlimited funds. Will Smith has all the money in the world. And also, my wife owed me one. Like, she couldn't give me any shit for a decade. Because the last time she gave me shit, it cost me everything. So I feel like that should be it. Like, if all situations were equal, yes, I could win multiple Academy Awards over the course of a decade. I think so.
Okay.
I think so. In multiple categories. I would spend 6 months learning how to be an incredible recording artist. I'm pretty sure I could do a Lose Yourself in the Music the moment you own it. I think I could.
You could do like a Triple H biopic.
Oh, my God. Yes. Yes, I would. And I'd get Lemmy a posthumous Oscar for his performance of Behold, the King of Kings. Yeah, I think so. I'd get Oscars for all of us. Yes. Yes, if I had a wife who owed me a debt of gratitude for a decade for ruining everything, and all the money in the world, and I was Will Smith level talented, yep, I could win multiple Academy Awards in 10 years for sure.
All right. Well, Will has to get on it then.
He's got to start.
No non-bangers.
Got to start. Yeah, exactly. Got to start working now, and nothing that's not a banger. An Academy banger. Got to be an Academy banger.
Yes.
Every script that I got, I go like this. Is this going to win an Oscar? If the answer is no, I'm not doing it. And if I'm not getting the scripts, then I'm writing one. And we're going to win an Oscar for writing two. Hot dog, you don't think I can write the Green Book? I can write the Green Book.
Sure, a monkey would write the Green Book eventually, too.
It's not a great movie. I saw it. Yeah, I think that's the move. You think Chris Rock's going to get back on stage next year and just start shit-talking Will Smith?
I think so.
Hey, Will, how's your bald-ass wife? Knowing nobody can touch him. Nobody can touch him.
Have security surrounding the stage when he goes up.
I'll tell you what. Mel Gibson.
Gotta give him like a Goldberg entrance.
Yeah, hell yeah. They're going to give him a Goldberg entrance. And Mel Gibson isn't going to be allowed anywhere near the Oscars either, just in case.
Yeah.
Because a
He got a
precedent.
little smirk when he saw what he can get away with.
Oh, my God. A precedent has been set. By the way, I think they should also go through the tape and suspend everybody at the Oscars for 2 years that gave him a standing ovation. Anybody that stood up and was applauding Will Smith, those people get 2 years. And the Academy themselves, here's the irony of it. The Academy will end up winning an Emmy for Best Live Show, when in reality, Hot Dog, you and I both know that the production value of any episode of Monday Night Raw is significantly better than the Academy Awards.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll still give themselves the award. The fact is that they let that guy who did a thing that they're saying that this guy, Will Smith, did a thing that's so bad, he can't be back at their show for the next 10 years. However, after he did the thing that was that bad, They all let him sit in the front row for the next 45 minutes and then also let him do a speech when they presented him with the statue for the world's best actor. Like, if anybody should get suspended from the Academy Awards, it's the Academy Awards. They need to suspend themselves for this one. Like,
put themselves on timeout for a little bit.
They apologize, but will apologize too. The Academy should be like, we're suspending our own selves for 3 years. It should be
no more shows.
No shows for 3 years because clearly we've got to learn our lesson. We don't know what we're doing. Man, oh man. 10 years.
It's gonna be a good one when he does come back, though.
It's gonna be the best one ever when he comes back. And by the way, when he comes back, he better come back swinging. I want him to kick somebody in the gut. I want him to come back and punch someone right in the fucking face. Ban me for another 10 years. I mean,
I don't need this shit.
You know what Will should do? Fuck trying to win all these awards. What Will should do is basically be Robert De Niro in jail in Cape Fear and just spend the entire 10 years because, like, you know, like I said, Jada is going to leave him alone. Will Smith should spend the next 10 years going full Count of Monte Cristo. He should go in seclusion, just doing jail workouts. I mean, 50 Cent in the club, pull-ups, you know, those ab crunches from the ceiling, up on the treadmill, doing the thing, and just come back to the Academy Awards 10 years from now, Shaq Diesel, head to toe in prison tattoos, and beat the shit out of everyone at the award show. And say, ban me for another 10 years. Fire me, I'm already fired. That's what Will should do. He got his award. He's made every hit movie imaginable. He's made a hit series. He's had a ton of hit records. You got nothing else to accomplish. Let's go out in a blaze of glory. Just get out there, get Diesel, get tatted up, and destroy people 10 years from now. And you know what?
Can of whoop ass.
We'll open that can of whoop ass all over the Academy. And then at the end of the thing, grab the microphone, say, I got one more speech in me. Y'all just got your asses kicked by a 64-year-old man. And now it's time for me to say one more thing. I'm going to Miami. Welcome to Miami. And then, you know, dance a little bit. You hit us with a hit. Hit us with one of those Will Smith hits. After he slapped Chris Rock in the face, he went to the party and got jiggy with it. Let's go welcome to Miami for the next one. Isn't that that's an underrated jam?
I mean, yeah, but you say that Jada's not or isn't gonna give him any shit, but I don't think that from what she presents herself as. She looks like the type to very much give Will shit, even like past this.
I mean, bro, everybody's got a breaking point. You think Will is gonna if Will still puts up with shit after this, dog, you're on your own. Like, I don't know what to tell you anymore, dude. Like, the whole world has tried to shake you out of this thing, and you just ruined everything. If you're still taking shit after this, man, I don't know what to tell you. I'll tell you what. I think that Jada should get Will Smith a gift. That's what I think. I think Jada should get Will Smith a gift. You know what? I think you out there should get your mother a gift. Maybe this is something that Jaden can get for Jaden. Maybe Jaden and Willow can come together and get a whole bouquet. I mean, think about it, right? Think about when you're a little kid. Was there anything better than a spring day when mom would surprise you with a sweet frozen treat? Hot dog, remember when mom would give you creamsicles?
No.
Okay, well, a lot of moms gave a lot of other kids creamsicles. And those are the moms we should be honoring. And that's why Steven Singer is going to help you thank mom for all the sweet memories that you have with her. Hot dog, what about all those sweet memories that you have with your mom?
Memory?
Okay, well, a lot of other people have plural memories with their moms, and that's why they want to treat them right on Mother's Day. Steven's announcing his brand new 24-karat gold-dipped rose. I'm talking creamsicle. It's a mouth-watering, creamy orange color. And the best part, it's never going to die, and it's never going to melt. Give mom a gift that she's guaranteed to love for a lifetime. Something that'll be around much longer than those goofy grocery store flowers. Picture it. a real long stem rose. It's dipped, it's trimmed, 24 karat pure gold with light peach petals and preserved to last a lifetime. It's the sweetest way to tell mom how much the little moments meant. Mother's Day is just around the corner, so get Steven's exclusive creamsicle 24 karat gold rose before they're gone. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com today to order with fast and free shipping, free personalized love note, and free lifetime guarantee. Don't wait. Mother's Day is early this year. See the entire collection starting at only $59. Only available at IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven Singer Jewelers, real jewelers from a real friend. Steven Singer. IHateStevenSinger.com. Sound like a plan, hot dog?
I gotta find my sweet memories first, and then and then I could work from there.
Well, I tell you what, man. You know, you talk about relationship strife. And by the way, if you're watching live and you want to participate with the show, feel free to super chat in. I already see the super chats coming in. Every super chat tonight will get read, or at least acknowledged. Every super chat will get acknowledged. I can promise you that.
Smash that like.
Smash the like button. I already see you guys are being stingy with the like button, so smash that like button, all right? Listen, there's a lot of ways relationships can go wrong, and Netflix is making a bundle over it. Have you seen it, Hot Dog? Have you seen Bad Vegan, the 4-part docuseries that's on Netflix?
No.
Bad Vegan. It's the new Tinder swindler. It's fantastic.
Ooh.
And it's more insane in the sense of what happened, but it only happened to one person, right? This is a little bit more of a complicated story. So in Tinder swindler, it was pretty clear that the swindler was the bad guy. He was also a homeless king, but he was not a good guy, and he was swindling all these girls. And you could understand, and there was some sympathy for these girls because of these ladies, these women, because a lot of it was happening short term. A lot of it was happening whirlwind, and there was a lot of evidence that was backing up what he was saying. You know, in Tinder swindler, he was using one lady's money to buy himself a private jet to impress another lady to convince her that he was rich, so she would send him money that he could go to a third girl, and so on and so forth. By the time anybody caught up to it, it was too late. In Bad Vegan, we're talking about Sarma over here. Sarma got scammed. This is what she says. Sarma owned one of the most popular vegan restaurants in New York City, and everybody loved Sarma, hot dog. Everybody thought Sarma was just the best. Even Alec Baldwin himself. Alec Baldwin had a crush on Sarma. It's true. It's true. Before there was what's Alec Baldwin's wife's name? You know, she pretended she was Hispanic. Before there was her, there was Sarma, but things between Sarma and Alec Baldwin didn't really hit it off. Sarma instead met this other guy who was named, at first she thought Shane Fox, and then she found out Anthony Strangis. S-T-R-A-N-G-I-S. Anthony Strangis. But yeah, when she met him, he represented himself as having the name Shane Fox. And it really tells you the levels of based on nothingness. Like the importance that social media has, the shallowness of our current society when she's going like this. I didn't know who this guy was at first, but Alec Baldwin was replying to his tweets. And you're like, and you know that there are so many stories like that. You know, this guy seemed really weird, but he had 50,000 Twitter followers. And I was like, I'd like to be involved with this. And you're like, wait, we're flawed from the beginning. He was very witty in his replies to Alec Baldwin. And I'm looking at the replies and I'm like, that's not especially witty. But Alec Baldwin replied to it. And you're like, well, who is this? I got to know who this Shane Fox is. So we go on this journey with Sarma and Anthony Strangis, who starts as Shane Fox, but Anthony is where what we'll know him as going forward. And basically, Anthony, over the course of weeks and months, he convinces Sarma that the two of them were once in love in a previous life, that he has been reincarnated a couple of times, and that his old life version person was in love with her previous old life version person, and also her dog was there too in her dog's previous life.
You convinced her of that.
Not only, Hot Dog, did he convince her of that, but he convinced her that if she simply followed what he said, that he had the ability to make her, and more importantly, her dog, immortal. And she went, that sounds good. And he was like, but before I can make you immortal, I need to know that I can trust you. She goes, okay, that checks out.
It's fair. That's
Yep.
fair. It's a fair exchange.
How can I prove that to you? And he says, wire me $4,000. And she goes, okay. And he goes, thank you. Now wire me $6,000. And she goes, all right. He goes, thank you. And then she goes, where's all this money going? And he goes, don't worry. All the money you're wiring me, I'm just putting on a shelf. You'll get it all back. And she goes,
Going
okay.
towards your immortality.
Yep. He goes, this is all test. You'll get all the money back and then some. She goes, okay. And he goes, I'm going to need $12,000. She goes, all right. I'm going to get this back too, right? He goes, of course.
Boy.
She goes, okay. Over the course of 2 years, $1.7 million.
Jesus.
$1.7 million. And the way they set this thing up, because I'm sitting there by halfway through episode 2, because like I said, when I watched Tinder Swindler, I was like, yeah, these girls got screwed. Like, that's not right. Like, he tricked them, like gaslighting and he manipulated them. And yeah,
Put in the work.
That's fucked up. He put in the work. But when I'm watching what Anthony did to Sarma, I'm like, no. At some point, you got to be like, wait, you need $12,000 to know that you can trust me so that you can then make my dog immortal? He goes, yes. And then she goes, checks out. No, I mean, I don't care if I'm with someone for 10 years. I've been with my wife. Let's see. We'll be married 10 years this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think we dated for I've been with my wife like 16 or 17 years. If she came to me and she was like, I can make Lila immortal, I'm going to need $12,000. I'd go like this. Okay, just let me make one phone call real quick. Goodbye.
The conversation stops there, doesn't it? It
Yeah,
doesn't really
immediately.
go any further.
And then they go, but in the doc, they go like this. They're really trying to make us understand Sarma's point of view. They go like this. The thing about vegans is they believe in sort of otherworldliness and sort of a mysticalness. They believe in a mysticalness. And I go, that is so condescending. You mean to tell me that if you're a vegan, there's a good chance you believe that magic is real?
I know a few vegans. I don't think they believe in immortality.
If you know vegans, tell them you can make their dog immortal. See if you can just get $700 out of them. I mean, why not?
I'll start with $30.
$30
Take it
bucks.
easy. Yeah.
$30. He says to Sarma, listen, there's a house. And she goes, is this a metaphorical house or like a physical house? He goes, no, it's a physical house. It's a literal house. It's like a building. You go in a doorway. He goes, but in order to get in the doorway, you have to pass these tests. I'm already in. He goes, I want to bring you in with me. And he goes, but in order to bring you in, you have to pass the tests. And she goes, well, can't you just kind of, and he goes, no, like seriously, like it's literally impossible to get in the door if you haven't passed the tests. And she goes, all right, that checks out too.
Oh, is there a bouncer?
And then it's impossible. You can't get in the doorway, Hot Dog. You can't. And she goes like this. Am I going to, will it change my physical form going in the doorway? And you know what his answer is? Yes. Yeah. Yes, it will.
It's a good one.
Yep.
Good, yes.
Yes, it will.
Why didn't I think of that myself?
Yes, it will change your physical form. And she goes like this. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that checks out. So you know what the two of them do? Get married, obviously. She marries him. Clearly, she marries him. This is a woman who Alec Baldwin had a crush on, okay? This is they go like this. Well, she was just getting over a breakup. She had every option in the world. She was, look at her, Hot Dog. She's a beautiful, successful vegan chef business owner in New York City. You mean to tell me that Magical Anthony is the only person that would give Sarma the time of day? They spent a whole first part of this doc talking about everybody that had a crush on her. But she
I
ends
looked him
up
up too. He's not a great looking guy.
not on hot dog. This guy, not only is he not a great looking guy, you're looking at this photo.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what you don't know about Anthony, which is exposed throughout the documentary. Anthony has skinny, good-looking guy face and fat body. Have you ever met somebody that has like athletic guy face and big fat body that goes like, you're not supposed to be fat, but you got a big fat body? Like, see how he's
There's a guy in 90 Day Fiance.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Colty, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Exactly. Where you know, like a guy when he stands up and you're like, what? Like, where did all that come from? You're not supposed to be a fat guy. Like, see how he's leaned forward in the photo?
Uh-huh.
This is a world of hurt right here. And you know what he says, hot dog? They cover it. He says, look, Sarma. Like, he talks to her like she's an idiot for not understanding this stuff. He's like, I'm gaining weight on purpose. She's like, really? He's like, yes. He's like, I'm gaining weight on purpose to be physically unattractive as a test for you. Yeah, I have to gain weight. And you know what he tells her? I need to gain a meat suit.
Oh.
He calls his fatness his meat suit.
Gross.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is like,
Yeah.
is this a pre-planned scam, or did he just find this sucker and was like, oh my God, she will believe anything that I tell her?
That's a good question, because Anthony has an ex-wife. And they interview Anthony's ex-wife, and she goes like this. Anthony was really charming. When I first met him, we got along great. We were very much in love. He told me he was reincarnated, and it's like, he's used this before? And so he's just sitting there, right? And he's just draining every penny out of this woman. And every time she goes like this, people are mad about this. He goes, that's not real. And she goes, no? He goes, no. She goes, it's not this, like, reality. He goes, yeah, reality? He goes, that's not real. And she goes, but the house...
Fakeality.
The house that I can get into when I physically change forms and make my dog immortal. He goes, yeah, that's real. She goes, oh, all right, great. And then she goes, at one point, and like, the beauty of these Netflix docs now is that we finally are paying off for living in a time when everything is being recorded, where there's no reason for Big Brother because we're just recording ourselves do everything. So
document our lives.
It is full of recorded phone calls, saved text messages, like all first-person account of this stuff. Nothing is reimagined for this thing. It's great. They've got her journal entries, right? And she goes, what will my role be once I'm in the house? He goes, I'm already in the house. My family's already in the house. She goes, I'm going to get in the house. He goes, yeah, after you pass the test and send the money. She goes, once I'm in the house, what will my role be? And he goes, queen. You be the queen.
Nice.
And then they show her journal entry that she literally wrote down on a piece of paper as an adult woman, successful business owner. I've always thought I should be a queen. It's like, what are you talking about, lady? What are you talking about?
Where are these women at? I've never met these gullible women before.
Well, but you also aren't as hot though. You have too much, believe it or not, even you have too much integrity to straight face lie to the amount of psycho, like, you know, it is an insane thing to believe this, but it's also an insane thing to be able to lie wholeheartedly as long as and as often as some people do is about the craziest behavior you'll ever encounter. It is so nuts.
I mean, which one's crazier though? This guy who just came up with this entire routine that has gotten multiple women, or the women believing this?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. That's the question we're left with, because she keeps saying that she was worried. So he says basically that he's a spy. That's what he does for a living. He's a government, like secret agent. And you can't look it up because what kind of secret agent would be in a database? You know what I'm saying?
No, of course not.
That's ridiculous. So he's a secret agent and, a spy and like an action hero, even though he's got, fat body.
James Bond.
Meat suit. He's got a meat suit. And he also says that, like, look, here's the thing about me. I fight demons.
He's a demon slayer too?
Wow, the demons are hunting him. And he's got to kind of duck and weave quite a bit.
Are these like kind of like not really? This is like a symbolism?
No, literal demons. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. And they haven't been able to catch up with him yet. He's too quick. Too quick. Ha, 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 ha. Duck and weave. Float like a butterfly. Yeah. He's like the Ali of demon fighters, So he's rope-a-doping him right now. So she gets nervous that if she doesn't do the stuff he's asking the way he's asking, that they will see. And they go, who's they? And she goes, oh, just they. Just kind of a general they. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. There's just a blind faith in whatever this guy's saying. It's like a religion, except it runs your entire life. There's nothing outside of it, and it's all based around one guy. I mean, I guess it is basically like religion, but except it's
one guy who has 50,000 Twitter followers. Don't forget that one.
And he did get a couple of replies from Alec Baldwin.
There we go. That's all you need.
I
oh man,
feel
I'm
like
gonna tweet at Alec tonight.
Bro, I got a reply from The Rock one time. I feel like I did not get as much out of that reply as I could have.
You could have got more juice out of that.
Oh yeah, I could have shown up to Sarma's restaurant and been like, "You got a lot of money in this place, huh? Have you seen my replies lately?" Yeah, in 2 years, she sends him $1.7 million. And within that period of time, her employees go like this. How come our paychecks are bouncing? And she goes, I don't have the money to cover the paychecks. They go, that's weird. The restaurant is incredibly successful. And she goes, that is true. The restaurant is incredibly successful. But she doesn't tell anybody, obviously, because I think she's worried that if she told everybody that all of the money from the restaurant was spent in tests, they would think that she was making bad decisions.
I mean, God forbid, they might think she's crazy.
I would hope not. I would hope. And by the way, those people would not be invited in the house. Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, all those people who think she's crazy, their dogs are gonna die. You know whose dog isn't gonna die? Sarma's.
Is there pause if you ever have to like maybe think about whether you're gonna tell someone something and be like, oh, this person's gonna think I'm crazy if I tell them that? Wouldn't that be like a
like it go like this? Oh, maybe I feel that way because this is a crazy thing to think.
Yeah.
And I mean, they do everything they can. They do you got to understand that vegans love magic, and it's like I don't think so. And then they go like, you got to understand.
Who doesn't like magic?
It's not magic. What are you talking about? Yeah, what are you talking about? Vegans are human beings with brains. And then they go like this. They go, you got to understand, she loved the dog. And you're like, everyone loves their dog. Nobody thinks, oh, I've met this guy who can make my dog immortal. So that's sick, huh? You go, what? What are you
He's
talking
not even making
about?
her immortal. It's
Yeah.
just the dog.
Well, I think he said he can make her immortal too.
Okay.
But she really loves the dog, is the thing. Really the reason the checks start bouncing is because he makes her go to Rome, Italy,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, you're going to meet my brother in Rome, so just go by yourself to Rome. And she goes, you got it. And she goes to Rome. And while she's in Rome, he runs her restaurant.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And he lets everybody know that he's kind of in charge now and everything. And, she's also gone ahead and sent all of her passwords and information and personal security information to his tech guy, because he's a secret agent. So his tech guy needs all that information.
For what?
Well, it's revealed. They reveal who his tech guy is.
Is it him?
Yeah, it's a burner account. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's him. It's definitely him.
Okay.
Yeah. So, he's able to send emails from her email address and read her email. He's
taking over her life.
Yeah. And so after 10 days in Rome. She goes, yo, your brother's not here. And he goes, congratulations, you can come home tomorrow. You passed the test.
Pass the test, baby.
Passed the test. She goes like this. Yes. And she comes home only to find, her restaurant, everybody goes on strike. They go like this. We're mainly on strike because you haven't paid any of us. We haven't gotten any of our tips. They've all gone to tests. And she's like, okay. So they're about to shut down the restaurant, and she does the unthinkable. She is able, because she is so charming and beautiful, she is able to raise, like, all the money from investors over the course of, like, 1 month, which all the restaurant people in the dock go, that's unheard of. She is already, by the way, in debt, obviously, for the restaurant to other restaurateurs, but she's able to raise the money she needs from other restaurateurs, and she splits ownership of the restaurant up. Right? And so she's able to bring everybody back to work, and everybody's happy again. Except one person's not happy again, Anthony. He's like, you fucked up. She's like, what? He's like, why would you give other people ownership? She's like, mainly to open the restaurant back up. He's like, you fucked up. That was dumb. That was so dumb.
Was that a test?
I think so. I think she might have failed that test. So they got to correct it, though. Mainly, his concern is that he's not going to be able to milk her out of the restaurant if other people own the restaurant, I think. It becomes difficult.
Yeah, some other people might not be so willing to take these tests.
Yeah, because they've now split it up so the people who are invested are real owners and have a stake and a say in what's going on. So it's a little easier to trick all those people as well. So he gets her to call a meeting, and he tries to he tries to basically buy out. He said, I'm going to buy out everybody's ownership stake. And they basically end up fucking all the investors out of money, and the restaurant closes again. And the staff goes on strike again.
Oh, boy.
And this time, she goes on the lam and starts using a pseudonym. And this is where things get real weird, because she goes like this.
Oh, this?
She goes like this. I didn't realize I wasn't really like I wasn't on the run. I was just using a different name and not going home. And like, I didn't want to see any police officers. And it's like, what? Wait a minute. I think
I was avoiding him.
I think you might be at least partly responsible for this. And she's like, I don't think so. I don't think so. Her dad's like a physicist, like an all business, like no nonsense physicist. Mm-hmm. That's like, he's like, well, if the police were looking for her and she wasn't coming home and she was using a different name, she's on the run. Yeah, so she's on the run. Yeah. And so, she stops responding to people. She goes on the run. Eventually, the cops catch up with her. You know how they get her?
How?
They order pizza in Vegas.
What?
Yeah, they order pizza and the cops go right to her door. Yeah, hey, you owe everybody a fuckload of money. And she's like, good news, officer. I think I passed the test. She realizes all the money's gone. It wasn't on a shelf. It wasn't waiting for her. It was gone. It was.
Was that her eureka moment?
Well, yeah, she's in the dock. She's a big part of it. But it was like, it's one of those things where even in the dock, they're like, I mean, I guess she was being taken advantage of, but it's kind of hard to say by the end that she didn't know what was happening.
But what did she gain from this?
Well, I mean, theoretically, if they hadn't gotten caught, they could have just started a life together with all the money, theoretically. Here's what I think. Watching this thing, I felt like in the beginning, she was getting taken for a ride and she got caught up in the moment. You know how like when you're in a new relationship, you can go crazy for like the first 3 months? That's usually what it is at most. Like 3 months.
Honeymoon phase.
Is the honeymoon phase. That's been my, like, it's been a while for me since I've been in a new relationship. But when I would be in new relationships when I was younger, 3 months would be that period of time where it was like, this is great, this is amazing. And then something would happen after 3 months where you'd go, wait a minute, this isn't me. And you'd go like, okay. And you'd come out of it and either you'd have a great relationship and it would exist in reality, or you'd realize that this wasn't the person for you, or whatever it would be. But we've all been in that 3-month honeymoon period.
Mhm.
I think that she was in that honeymoon period. Maybe for her it lasted a little longer than 3 months. I think she had already spent probably at that point 6 figures.
Jeez.
And she didn't want to admit that she'd wasted a few $100,000. So she just ended up believing it instead of dealing with the harsh reality of it. You know what I'm saying?
So what happened to this Anthony guy? Is he in jail? Or
Well,
she's out, obviously. She did the documentary. What was his punishment?
well, you'll see it. Watch the whole thing. I don't
Okay.
want to spoil all the way till the end. I mean, I'm just kind of giving you some cliff notes and highlights and everything. It's very easy to watch. It's 4 episodes. It's on Netflix. None of the episodes are more than an hour long. Some of them are like 45 minutes long. It's kind of perfect. And it does it just gets crazier and crazier. But this one, there was something about Tinder Swindler when, as you were watching it, you were kind of falling into this crazy world with the women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, I kind of see how they got swept up in the short term.
Yeah, you start going like, oh, how can this be a scam? He has this, he has that.
But this one, by the time it gets to episode 3, I was like, wake the fuck up, lady. What are you doing? What, your restaurant went out of business twice. It's one of the most successful restaurants in New York. You got every option. You're beautiful. You're incredible. What are you doing?
Go date Alec Baldwin.
Well, he was with Farmo, or what's his wife's name? Did you find out?
Hilaria.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Hilaria?
Hilaria. I don't think that's her. I think that there was a scandal with that where that wasn't her. She changed her.
Yeah,
she changed. I think her name's Hillary. I
remember.
think her name might be Hillary, but yeah. Talk about the one that got away. Oh, I could have been with Alec Baldwin, but instead this guy in a meat suit, in a self-described meat suit, took all my money and made me be punished by law. But I got a Netflix doc out of it.
Tonight and see if she could maybe fall in love with me.
It's possible. You think you'd be a good scam artist?
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, look, that last guy was full of shit, but I'm the real deal. I can get you that immortality.
I mean, I buy it. I believe what you just said.
Yeah.
Because you start with the truth, right? Hey, that last guy was full of shit. You're like, okay, this guy's on the up and up. But I actually have the real ability to get you immortality. I go, I'm listening.
And I make it a lot more reasonable. I'll be like, give me $50.
$50? Yeah, to start. My tests are fairly inexpensive.
Yeah.
I just got this girl to give me $50. Oh, really? I just got one to give me 1.7 million.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, so check it out if you get a chance this weekend. It's a lot of fun. Bad Vegan. I found myself less sympathetic on this one. I found myself going, what are you doing? What are you doing? Your dog's going to die. Enjoy your dog while it's here. It's going to die. Anybody that's watching, your dog's going to die. I hate to tell you that. I mean, my dog's going to die. All dogs are going to die. You know who else is going to die? People. None of us are immortal, except Hogan. The rest of us are going to die.
I mean, how much time did she spend trying to get this dog immortality that she could have just spent with a dog?
2 years, 1.7 mil. That's
a good
what
chunk of the dog's life. You're
that's
just
what she
focused
spent.
on it.
Yeah. And you know that the dog's going to be 14. It's going to need a surgery. She's going to be like, I don't know if I want to spend all that money on a surgery. Maybe we'll just euthanize the dog. The dog's going to be like, you spent 1.7 trying to get me immortality. You will get me a surgery for 30 grand? Piece of shit.
Yeah, so everyone knows you got to just throw the dog in the freezer. That's how you get immortality.
That's what Dwight did to Angela's cat.
Yeah.
Did not work. Unfortunately, all you ended up with were a dead cat and scratch marks on the icebox. But you got to try, you got to try. All right, guys. If you've been watching, go ahead and, and Adam Price says, so did they ever say how to contact Anthony? I want an immortal doggo. Yeah. But, okay. I watched the documentary. Tell me more about the dog immortality.
So did it work or no?
Okay. So you're saying that he scammed her because he didn't give the dog immortality. How do we actually get the dog immortality now? And also, what's the address to the house? You know, where you change your physical form to go inside? Because I believe they do not have a queen at the moment.
Yeah, can I try?
Oh, it's great. It's great. I love all the scam shows and all the evidence. It's fantastic. If you are watching, go ahead and super chat in. Super chat in right now, and I will acknowledge every super chat that comes in. I appreciate all you guys hanging out tonight. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Not only are we putting shorter videos up from different episodes, all the topics that we cover, for the most part, end up in videos. Just put up last night videos of us covering that Wheel of Fortune blunder. Just put up a video of us covering the really obvious police chase. This morning, the Yellow Jackets review went up. Yesterday, Prima Volta, newest episode of Prima Volta went up. So, yeah, the channel's getting updated all the time. Lots of content all the time. So make sure you're subscribed. The bell is turned on, so and whatever you got to click to make sure you get alerted every time a new video goes up. There's another game show clip that I really want to play. I don't think we'll have time tonight, but maybe we're back Wednesday. Maybe the Wednesday show is back this week.
Mm-hmm.
You know the game show clip I'm talking about, right?
I don't think I do.
We sent it in the group text earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Good
yeah,
one,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Super chat in, and all super chats get acknowledged here on Sam Roberts Now. Shamari180, juicy birthday shout out to a loyal listener and fan, Mario the Poet. Appreciate spending lonely Fridays with you and Hot Dog. We need more Mary Jean. The fans want Mario the Poet wants Mary Jean sitting in the apartment with you. Yeah, not well, she ain't gonna be here.
No, yeah. I could ask.
Yeah. So you posting some cuck pictures on your Instagram stories?
Not cuck pics.
Okay. Just saw it was like a series, Women Who I Didn't Date by Hot Dog.
The word cuck has expanded greatly.
Well, we're living in 2022. Cuck applies to basically anything you want to insult.
Yeah.
Kevin Lumford says Will Smith thought he was in Piper's Pit. That's what he's going to do 10 years from now. Show up at the Oscars with a coconut and slam somebody right in the side of the head.
Or show up to Monday Night Raw.
Vince should get him.
Smack whoever the hell you want. You can smack Sami Zayn.
Sammy would do it. He fucking knocked it out of the park with Johnny Knoxville. You see that big-ass mousetrap?
Yeah, that was amazing.
You see some of the wrestling snobs trying to be like, that wasn't good. It was fucking great.
So entertaining.
So
Isn't
entertaining.
that what it's supposed to be? So good.
And you can't even say Sami Zayn's not good at wrestling because we know he's a great wrestler too. He can do it all. Yeah. Who's better than Sami Zayn?
Versatile.
Versatility. It's your body of work. Kevin Lumford, what do the five fingers say to the face? I guess the answer is 10 years. 10 years. Hope it was worth it. Jada. Not Sam's Grim Reaper. No Men in Black for 10 years then. You think he should do another Men in Black before he comes back to the Oscars?
You think he's gonna be like, oh yeah? You're gonna kick me out? No Men in Black?
Yeah, okay. Well, it's gonna do Men in Black in 6 years. I can't come back for that. Aaron, Jim, Poughkeepsie, New York, Laugh It Up Comedy Club. Yeah, Norton is going to be at the Laugh It Up Comedy Club this weekend in Poughkeepsie. Check him out. I think my brother's going to go one night. Maybe you should see if there's an open spot at that table, Hot Dog.
Date night?
Maybe. Could be fun.
No.
You know, a lot of times I video Jim.
Hey, Jim, can you get me 2 tickets for me and Sam's brother?
We only need 1 drink. 2 straws, though.
Yeah.
Bob Gable, do a Netflix deal. Fresh Prince reboot. Appear on it in like a year. Get producer money. Fresh Prince already got rebooted. It's Bel Air, and it's on Peacock. He's already getting the producer money. Will Smith is not going to go broke. Like, we're good.
No.
He could just go back on YouTube and skydive, right? Like, go like, I'm not in the academy, so for motivation, I skydive. And people will be like, click, 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 click. Here is Negan writes, increase that Loch Ness. Oh, he says, in case that Loch Ness monster come at you, here's Tree Fitty. Classic television. And then he writes, got into my first car wreck yesterday. Wasn't my fault. Everyone is okay. Dumbass hit me while pulling out a gas station he was in. He was in a hurry to get nowhere. What a piece of shit, Negan. I'm glad you're okay. I don't like that guy at all. Fred Gago, unless it's Fred Gago, in which case I appreciate you, dude. Regardless of who you're running over. Fred Gago, thank you. Did you look into Drunken Peasants yet? Not yet, buddy. By the way, I love Prima Volta. Next show Yins discuss. Are you from Pittsburgh? Should be one you haven't seen, but Ian has. Raised by Wolves, Ozark are two great shows. Yeah, maybe I will see if there's any show that Ian's obsessed with that I haven't seen yet. You know what's exciting? Speaking of Netflix.
What?
Have you been on Netflix this weekend?
No.
You know what's front page?
What?
The last season of Better Call Saul. You know what that means? You know what that means?
Finally.
Yep. Last season, the newest season of Better Call Saul is up on Netflix on the front page, which means we're getting new eps. We're getting
Gotta
new
binge.
eps.
I'm gonna binge to see the show again before the premiere.
When is the premiere?
I think the 18th. I mean, I got 10 days.
Fuck. Yeah, I got to do that. I think I got to do that too. I'm at least going to binge. Maybe I just binge the last season.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do the whole show. I mean, it's only 10 days. And I got to watch WeWork, and I got to watch the Uber show. There's a lot of stuff I got to watch about things going horribly wrong. Oh, I got to watch that show about Jimmy Savile. You know, there's a docuseries about Jimmy Savile, who's like this really famous British like kids entertainer who turned out was a sex abuser.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Got to watch that this weekend, too. That one's, after the wife and kids go to bed because it's fucking creepy.
It's a little darker.
Yeah, it's darker. That Corey dude should have been we-tarded vegan. Okay, that doesn't seem nice. Kevin Lumford, hot dog, thanks for not having bad lighting this week. Look at that. I mean, it was phrased as an insult, but I say a compliment.
That's a compliment. I'll take that as a compliment.
You got good lighting?
There it is. Got some good lighting on me.
Well, you got a ring light?
No. Just literally this.
Okay, that's nice, too. That's pretty nice. Get $200 director's chair and a $4 light.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Good for you. Matthew M., from one chocolate chip muffin guy to another. In this context, I appreciate it, Matthew. Who doesn't love a chocolate chip muffin? And Negan says, I am from Pittsburgh. Good. I love it. You know who got me up on the Yins thing and made me kind of realize Pittsburgh tradition? McAfee.
Yeah.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by way of Indianapolis, Indiana. I mean, why don't you just say, I love you, Midwest? You know what I mean? Pat McAfee is over in the Midwest. Let's be honest. He's over everywhere, isn't he? Who's better than Pat McAfee?
He is on fire. Ty, who had the better time of their life during WrestleMania? I mean, gotta say it's Pat.
I guess. I got to sit next to Maria Menounos, though.
Either Pat or you.
Yeah, he got to take a Stone Cold Stunner and get an entrance with the white stripes and wrestle Vince McMahon. I mean, I did get to sit next to Maria Menounos, though.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try to. Do you think I should try to bad vegan Maria?
Oh God. Oh, yeah, imagine you try the first one and it starts working. You're like, what?
What? Hey Maria, good news. I know you love your dog. I can make it immortal for $700. And she's like, all right, I'm willing to try. And I went,
Yeah.
Whoa, wait a minute. Am I bad veganing? Yeah. I went and talked to Pat after his match. I ran right back there so I could talk to him immediately when he was done with his match. He was on another planet somewhere. He was like.
The adrenaline.
But he was still like, Pat's like such a real dude. Like I've never seen a version of Pat that isn't Pat. You know what I mean? Like whether it's talking to him privately, talking to him with a group of people, watching him on the air, seeing him in a moment like that, he's always exactly the same. And he's just like coming back and he's just like looking around, he's sweating and everything. He goes, hey, how was that? He's great. I love him, man. I'm so happy for him. And I'm so happy for you. Oh, Matthew M. Some extra cash for Hot Doge. Get Sam's brother a drink on your date. See that?
All right. It's on Matthew.
I'll tell you what. You let me know when that date is. and you check your Venmo because the drinks are on Matthew. Well, Hot Dog, what a show, huh? What a fabulous show. Make sure you're subscribed. If you haven't hit like yet, then hit like. Appreciate you. Remember, I'm going to cheers with you later. That guy from Fuckboy Island, he seems like a bad vegan guy that, like, it didn't work for. You know what I mean? Like, he was trying, like, he seems like the type to try to a scam, but everybody would be like, no, dude, wait.
Fuck off, dude.
Go away. You're so weird. That's
All right,
stupid.
okay. I'll cheers with you later.
I'm gonna cheers with you later. No, you won't, dude. Get out of here. I'm gonna cheers with you later. I am in cheers with you later. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.